Now this set still looks pretty good for 3 weeks, but she's ready for a change, so let's give it to her.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it.
Hello lovelies, and welcome back to another 9 Lux Nails video. Today we have a freestyle fill-in for my client. She did come back for her 3 weeks fill. I've already gone ahead and did her acrylic off camera, so we have filed, shaped, and buffed, and we're getting right into the design. So for this set, my client just wanted to remove her Easter set, but she did request another abstract, no rhyme or reason set. She loves that I just do a freestyle. So this set will have all the similar colors, but none of the fingers will be the same. So I'm just starting by getting myself prepped up and ready and knowing what I'm going to do on each finger. So I'm going to start by doing just a couple of the bases and a couple of the Kiara Sky No Wipe top coat on some of the nails, because I know I'm just going to do a design on that nail. So right now I'm just starting by getting my base out, knowing which way I'm going to go with the set, and then we'll get right into adding details. So one of my key tips when I'm creating these sets is to not be afraid of my own creativity. Of course, these colors that I'm choosing do not seem like they go together, but once you build that design on top of it, it's our job as nail techs and as creatives to make these colors go. So I'm just going in with some colors that I think would be fun. Some of them are bright, some of them are a little bit on the darker side, and I just mix some colors, and I know at the end of the set they will go together. So don't be afraid to put colors together. I know with using Beetles brand polish, they do have some very unique colors in their collections, and I don't want those colors to just sit to the side and never get used. So it's always my job to use those colors and execute them in an artistic way and still give very much freestyle. Now, after getting some of the bases done on the other hand, I'm just going to go in and do my double coat. And at this point, I'm still just thinking, what exactly am I going to do with this set? But I know these are the colors that I wanted to use. So we'll go in and do our double base coat, and then I'm just going to start freestyling. So for this line design, I did know that I wanted to incorporate all of the colors in the set, but I wanted some of them to be flat and I wanted some of them to be 3D or raised on top. So I will go in and do a couple line strokes, leaving a space in between because these will be the flat lines. And then once I come back to this nail, the next colors that I use, I will top coat after these flat lines so that the next lines that I put on, they will get the clear acrylic added on top of them, and that is how I will get the raised 3D. So right now I'm just going in and applying these few colors and getting that cured. Now for this white nail, I am going to go in and do just a black line work design. I absolutely love adding a black and white nail, and I wanted to give the zebra stripes a rest as well as the swirl lines, so I decided to just do a triangle tribal type of design, and it turned out super cute. And I am using Beetles brand black gel polish as well as Beetles brand art brushes. I do recommend using a quality black polish, and then less is more, so I am really just using the polish that's left on my brush as well as that thick line that I created, and I'm just going in and getting just a little bit more polish from my dish, but not a lot. So as you can see, you don't see any ball on the tip of my brush because I want to keep the lines very, very thin. So that's just another little tip. You already know less is more when creating very fine lines. For this black nail, I wanted to give a little bit of a smoky marble effect. So I am going in with my blooming gel, and I'm just going to take a little bit of white and bloom it into the nail. Not so much creating a full out marble, but I want it to be thicker in some spots and cascade up the nail. That's just what my head saw. That's what I wanted to do. If you wanted to give more of a marble effect, then I would just go in with very thin white lines and allow it to spread. Once you cure that, I maybe need to do a marble set. Once you cure that, then go over the top of the spread with another good line. So for this nail, I actually wanted it to cascade and do this dense spot that spreads out. It just was in my head, and that's what we did. And for this finger, I'm just doing another little abstract design. It's no rhyme or reason. I just saw this curvature going on, and I created this motion and continued to roll with it. So as long as you are pre-thinking those fingers ahead of time, then the freestyle will come to life. And as you can see, I'm continuing to work. So again, I just top coated that finger while I did a flash cure on that other finger. You never want to have a period in doing your client where you're just sitting idle, not knowing exactly what to do. So always use your mind ahead of time and just think, okay, if I'm going to do this, work on this finger, what can I do on the next hand while that one is curing? And just work smart and not hard. This is how I utilize my time, and I'm able to get majority of my clients out of my chair within an hour to an hour and a half. And now that I went in with my top coat and got that cured, I'm going in now, and in the remaining spaces on this nail, I'm just adding the other colors that I did not use on the flat lines, and I'm going to leave those wet and apply my clear Mia Secret acrylic right on top, and that's how you get that raised 3D textured effect. So, really, when you're creating a freestyle like this, one of the main things is keeping color flowing as well as doing some 3D and some texture. You want everything going on with the set because it just makes it so fun, and more clients will want to look at it and be like, oh, yeah, like I love that. So, keep the excitement going when you're doing this type of freestyle set. And now I'm just applying a little top coat on some of the nails that I know I'm done with, because I'm going to start adding charms on a few of the nails that are still blank. We're still deciding exactly what we're going to do, but at that point I'm still not stopping my movement. So I'm continuing to work until I figure out exactly what I want to do with those nails. And now I'm going to start adding my 3D. So I have these little charms here that I thought would be super cool to just add as an added texture, because I have that line work on this hand as well as the raised 3D. I thought these bars would complement that so well, so I just put these few bars on here with my extreme diamond gel, and I'm going to get it as flat as I can and then do a little top coat over it. And on my black and white nail, I'm just going to add some additional charms because I knew I was using that darker green in the set. So I did go ahead and find some dark green charms as well as the silver pearls. So I'm going to go ahead and put the silver pearls around this, and that will pretty much complete that. And then I also am going to use my green heart on the other hand just to tie the charms into each other. And now I have decided what I wanted to do with that nail. Since I had a little marbling going on with the black and white on the opposite hand, I was like, hey, we don't have any marbling going on over here, so I'm just going to take a few of the colors and do a nice little marble on this nail. Now for this finger, I'm going to do my lavender outline. That is the color that's missing on this set. It is on the raised 3D finger next to it, but with the blue and the black, it did make this hand a little bit on the dark side, so I wanted to brighten it up by doing this finger. And then once I do this circular outline, I'm going to go in with my green heart charm and the silver pearls and just add that to the center of this nail, so that will tie the other hand with this hand as well as brightening up this hand. And since I added the green heart to that hand, I wanted to continue my charms over here. So I'm just going to put a few of the silver bars on this hand. I was going to fill that circle in with some more of the silver pearls, but I think the silver bars look better. So just to eliminate some of the curvature, I don't know, it's just my head, y'all. I just be going like, okay, this will help this balance. This will help this do that. And then I offset them a little bit. I really love how that turned out. I don't know, just a cute little charm. I still could have added a little pearl right on top of that, but I like how that looks. So we're going to get her cured in the light, and we are almost complete with this set. Now for this nail, I am going to add these silver pearls, but I'm not going to leave them silver because I do have the tan background on the opposite hand. I wanted to incorporate a little tan on this hand, so I'm going to apply these balls, get them cured. I do use two different sizes, and then I'm just going to go in with that same tan that I used on the other hand, and I'm just going to color right on top of them. And that is an extra little tip, so if you don't have time to mix the acrylic with the gel or pull out your rhinestone glue and it's not giving you the precise bubble that you're looking for, just go ahead and apply these charms and put your gel polish right on top. And here is the finished look of this fun freestyle. I love how these turned out so much. We have the highs and the lows, and you really cannot go wrong with this set. If you love more sets like this, let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to get more freestyle videos recorded for you all. In the meantime, don't forget to follow my socials.